how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Pot's Movie Dungeon. I have got yet another Screen Factory update. I am still buying some titles from Hamilton Books. They still have these great prices on a lot of Screen Factory titles over there. And again, like I said in the last videos, and matter of fact, I just recently had a Screen Factory update. I'll link that somewhere up top here, whatever side that's on. But this is going to be my second order that I've made from Hamilton Books over the last week or so. And when I got on that site to see what all had been added from Screen Factory, there was 93 new titles from Screen Factory that I did not own. So I have added all 93 of those into my wish list, and I've just been kind of whittling those down, ordering a few at a time. And this is going to be my update number 2 from what I've ordered from Hamilton Books. Now there are 3 titles in this update that did not come from Hamilton Books. I'll let you know which ones those are. Those came from eBay, if memory serves. Yeah, all 3 of those came from eBay. But we're going to get started here, guys. But just so you know, like I said in my last video, I've recently got over 300 subscribers. I wanted to throw another thank you out to everybody for all the support. And if this is your first time here, guys, and if you like boutique titles, Screen Factory, Error Video, Kino Lorbre, Vinegar Syndrome, you name it, we talk about it on this channel. I get a lot of titles from all these companies. I review them. I go over them with unboxings, the collection hauls, and stuff to that effect. But like I said, if this is something that you guys are into, subscribe to the channel, guys. There's a lot of new titles coming out over the next couple months, so there's going to be some exciting videos coming up. So without further ado, guys, we're going to get started. So my first title that I picked up, and this is one that I had been wanting to get for a while when I seen that Screen Factory had this. It's one I've never seen, but a lot of people say this is one of the best movies from the 70s. Let me rephrase that. One of the best horror movies from the 70s. But that is The Sentinel. And there is a lot of stars in this movie, guys. There's the back of it right there. And it actually says it on the back. One of the best horror movies, one of the best horror films of the 70s. So I didn't just make that up, guys. And here's the inside. You get the standard fare for standalone for the most part. Some of these come with reversible artwork. This one does not. But there's the disc art. At the very least, the disc art is always pretty impressive on most of these. And we're going to go over to my screen, guys, and I will show you here that this is still in stock. Now, like I said, I got these from Hamilton Books, but what I'm doing is, just so you know, the Hamilton book prices go from like $12 to like $18, give or take. That's kind of the ballpark of all these titles I paid for. Because there are, if I remember correctly, there's 1 or 2 of these that I got in this haul that are out of print. And the cool thing is when these things go out of print, a lot of times they will really jump up in price. So the fact that you can go to Hamilton Books and get these titles for the price they're selling them for, especially on the out-of-print titles, is definitely something to look into. Because if you guys are interested in getting, building your Screen Factory collection, or like me, trying to be a completist and get everything they've ever put out, then this is a great way to do it. So I'm really enjoying that Hamilton Books has added so many titles. Because there for a while, I would check back every couple of weeks, and they pretty much had the same fare of Screen Factory stuff. They had nothing new that I didn't already have. And when I had a friend, I think it was I may be wrong about this, but I think it might have been Brian Goes Blue, told me to go check out Hamilton Books. They had added a bunch of titles. I may be wrong about that. But anyway, this movie here was originally released by Screen Factory on September 22nd, 2015. It's still listed on their site for $15.97. And this came out in 1977, has a 92-minute runtime. These are the new features. It says 2015 high-definition transfer of the film from the Intrapositive. New audio commentary from actress Christina Rains. New audio commentary from writer-producer Jeffrey Konvitz. A new interview with assistant director Ralph S. Singleton. And you get audio commentaries with the writer, producer, director Michael Winter. Theatrical trailer, TV spots, still galleries, all that stuff. Guys, now one of the things that I have done on these titles is I brought over IMDb. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do this. I'm a big fan of IMDb, guys. You get some great information about these movies. But I figure I'll give you guys a visual of the cast. And you probably can't see that. I first did this screen share on my last video. And when I rewatched it on my TV, you really couldn't see much on the screen. So I may just end up cutting this out, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you guys enjoy the split screen here with me showing the website information about the movie? Or would you rather would you rather I just go full screen and just show you guys the title and kind of talk about it? With maybe some notes I've taken. Whichever you guys prefer, let me know. Because I'm still learning. I'm trying to learn out what I like to do best. I mean, I kind of thought it was neat to throw this up there just to kind of give a little, reference. But if you guys can't see this as well as I was hoping, because on my screen, obviously I can see it well, but when it translates to the TV, it doesn't come up quite as good. But I was going to give it one more shot, guys. But let me know below if this is something you guys want me to continue doing, or just go back to just talking about the movie without any visuals like this. And something else I've done in the past, I think it was on my Vestron video line, is as I'm talking about the movie, I put the trailer down in the corner of the screen, with no volume, obviously. But like I said, I just want to do this whichever way comes across best to the viewers. And myself personally, I was hoping that this was going to turn out better than it did, but it didn't. So I thought I'd give it one more try. And so this may go by the wayside after this video, but we're going to get through this one together, guys, and we're going to learn this together. And I know this is stuff that I should be learning back on my own without having to waste your guys' time. But I figured what better way to throw all this out there and see what sticks, see what you guys prefer. So anyway, enough about that. But this is the Sentinel. Like I said, we already told you the year 1977. Here's the cast, guys. The cast's pretty impressive. You got Christopher Walken. You got Beverly D'Angelo in her first starring role. I think this was the first time she's ever been on film. And just if you guys, you probably remember her from the Vacation series. So that's what I know her from mainly. But this is her first starring role. It also has Jeff Goldblum in it, and Jeff Goldblum, this was a very early role for him. And interesting thing about this is that all of his lines were dubbed over except for like one. For whatever reason, I don't know. I didn't find out why that was. I mean, Jeff Goldblum obviously wasn't a household name at this time, but all of his speaking roles were dubbed over. So I'm interested to watch this to see the Jeff Goldblum line and hear somebody else's voice. I need to do some more digging on that to find out why that is. You probably recognize this guy as the vampire from the movie Fright Night, which is my favorite vampire movie. And this is a very early role for him. He was cast in this role because the director really liked him in Dog Day Afternoon with Al Pacino. And he put him in this role as the starring role because of his great portrayal in that movie. And so this is one of his early roles before Fright Night came out, 8-9 years later. But anyway, guys, I love movies. I love all the digging into a movie and find out all the special features and little tidbits, how it's made. That's why I like these boutique labels so much, because the special features on these things, you can learn more about this movie probably than you ever need to know. But it's just something I really enjoy. Anybody watching this channel, I feel will probably agree with me on that for the most part. And we'll go back to my big head here. Okay, so I'm going to try to speed this up, guys. I mean, basically, I threw the camera on. I said, okay, we're going to do this. I'm going to see what sticks, see what you guys like. I don't know. I know the professional thing to do would be to kind of test run this myself, see what I think looks the best, and then just give you guys the product. But I'm definitely not professional, guys. That's the last thing I am is professional. I'm trying to get there, but I figured that the best way for me to test this is to test it on you guys. And either you guys are not going to watch this, you're going to comment below that I'm goofy as hell and stop, or you guys will give me some good insight and it'll lead me down the right path. Because obviously I'm making this channel for you guys. I want you guys to enjoy watching these videos, and what better way is to make a video a way I think is going to be good. Make another video the way I think may be good, and eventually you guys are going to say, hey, I like this, I don't like this, don't do that shit no more, but do this, and there we go. So you guys are my guinea pigs, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Now, real fast, before I go into the next title, if you guys are not familiar with a channel called deadpit.com, I think on here they're Dead Pit Radio, but they've been around since like 2006. I mean, they've been around since like the MySpace days. And I'm big fans of these guys, and I'm not affiliated with them in any way. I am one of their Patreons, but other than that, I'm just a fan. But I was on their website the other day, and they've released a lot of cool shirts, and I think they update these shirts from time to time. But when I seen this shirt here, and if you guys know what this is, it's basically the Vinegar Syndrome logo mixed in with the guy from the movie Mad Men. And I seen this shirt, and I had to grab it. So if you guys get a chance, go over to their website. They got some really unique shirts. But anyway, I'm just a fan, nothing more. I'm not endorsed by them in any way, shape, or form. But I seen this shirt, guys, and I just kind of wanted to show it off. I was a big fan of it. Anyway, moving on. White of the Eye. This movie stars David Keith and Kathy Moriarty. Now, David Keith, you probably recognize him, you horror fans anyway, as being the dad in Firestarter. And this is a double disc. You get a Blu-ray and a DVD. And this does have reversible artwork. That's what it came with, and that is the other side. I'm assuming this is the older title, the older artwork. And that's probably what Scream Factory put out. That's just my guess. And all right, so this movie here, it goes for $15.97. It's still in stock through Scream Factory. It was released by Scream Factory November 17th, 2015. And it's the original production date was 1987 with a runtime of 111 minutes. You get some new bonus features on this. You get Into the Vortex, an interview with actor Alan Rosenberg, a new Eye of the Detective, an interview with actor Art Evans, audio commentaries, deleted scenes, an interview with cinematographer and Steadicam operator Larry McConkey, alternate credit sequence, which is weird, flashback sequences prior to the bleach bypass process. I have no idea what that means. And over here, just give you an idea of the cast. All right, we have David Keith, Kathy Moriarty, Alan Rosenberg, just going through for anybody that might stand out. Don't recognize any of the other names. A brief synopsis of the movie. In a wealthy and isolated desert community, a sound expert is targeted as the prime suspect of a series of brutal murders of local suburban housewives who were attacked and mutilated in their homes. As he desperately tries to prove his innocence, his young wife starts to uncover mysteries of her own. So that is what we got, guys, with White of the Eye. So, sounds like a good time. All right, next up is one that I've always had my eye on, and I finally got it at a good price from Hamilton Books and wanted to go ahead and jump on it, and that was Ghost Story. And the first cast listed here is Fred Astaire. Now, when I think of Fred Astaire, I think of dancing, musicals, you name it, but I didn't know Fred Astaire was ever in a horror movie, which I thought was pretty interesting. But anyway, there's the front, there's the back, and you do get reversible artwork here. There's the disc art, and that is what it came with. And again, I don't know which is the original poster. There's the alternate artwork. I do like that artwork better. I'm going to flip that over to that. All right. This movie is still in print. Original released on November 24th, 2015. It goes for $18.97. It has a runtime of 110 minutes. Originally released in 1981. It stars Fred Astaire, Craig Wasson, John Houseman, Douglas Fairbanks Jr., and looking for anybody else notable. Don't see anybody that I recognize personally. Now, one thing that I do remember about this, doing my research, is that Stephen King said that this was one of the best best books based on a ghost story. He compared it to Rosemary's Baby, The Omen, and The Exorcist, I believe it was. So that's a pretty good endorsement having Stephen King say that. And this was based off of a Peter Straub novel. I'm a big fan of his. He's done some good stuff. And it was directed by John Irving. Now, John Irving, let's just look at this. He did Raw Deal, which, is a classic Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. Not one of his better movies, but... And just going through real fast, see if he's done it. Because I'm not familiar with this director, guys. I'm just seeing if he's done anything else notable that I may have seen. Next to Kin with Patrick Swayze, Hamburger Hill, Raw Deal. So he had a couple big hits there back to back in the 80s that I've seen. So that is Ghost Story. All right, next up, we have The Legacy. There's the front, and there's the back. And you get some really cool disc art on this one here. And looks like we got a reversible cover art. Not a whole lot different. There's what I'm assuming would be the original poster. And they added a little bit of flair to it, but it's hard. I don't know which one of these is the original poster. It's hard to tell. But anyway, that's what you get, guys. You do have a choice, and I am flipping that over because I am a bigger fan of the inside artwork, of the reversible artwork. So that is The Legacy, guys. All right, still in print. Goes for $15.97. Released by Screen Factory September 15th, 2015. It has a runtime of 100 minutes, and it was originally released in 1978. Now, this movie, interesting enough, was directed by Richard Marquand, and if you guys are not familiar with him, he directed Return of the Jedi, one of the greatest sci-fi movies ever, besides maybe Empire Strikes Back. But this movie stars Katharina Ross, Sam Elliott. So this must be a pretty early role for Sam Elliott, but he's listed. He's the second billing here. John Standing, Ian Hogue, Charles Gray. I'm not really seeing anybody else. Oh, Roger Daltrey. That's interesting. Roger Daltrey, who is the lead singer of The Who. And you guys, I enjoy the trivia. I probably need to just make notes on this. I'm not going to go through too much of the trivia here. I think in the future, if I decide to stay on this path, I'm just going to make some notes on trivia to save you guys, watching me fumble through the screen too much. And this may be something that I may do a live stream one day, guys. And as I'm chatting with you guys, maybe we can go over some of this trivia together. That may be a better format to go through deep cuts like this. We bring up a movie and talk about the live chat, and we can just kind of go through and learn all this stuff together. That may translate better than me trying to do this on a recorded video. So, anyway, moving on, guys. And I'm probably going to edit a lot of this crap out in post-production just because I feel like I'm rambling on and I probably sound like a dumbass. So, but anyway. If anybody that's still with this channel after this long probably appreciates the fact that I'm definitely not professional. This is not a major Hollywood production. This is me and my movie dungeon making movie videos. So anyway, that's the legacy, guys. All right, so moving on. Next we have The Car. Now this is another movie that I've heard good things about. There's the back. And no reversible artwork. I'll take this out so you guys can see this. Anyway, you have the disc art there. And you have the inside artwork, just a shot from the movie there. I'm sure the way I just grabbed that disc is going to drive a lot of people crazy. Sorry about that. All right. Flip over real fast. We're going to go to The Car. And this movie was released by Screen Factory December 15th, 2015. One thing I'm noticing about Hamilton Books is they must have got some kind of, I don't know what it is. Maybe these are titles that are about to go out of print. Because most of these titles that I've got from Hamilton Books have been released by Screen Factory in 2015. Just a side note. But released by Screen Factory December 15th, 2015. You see there it goes for $18.97. And this movie has a runtime of 97 minutes, originally released in 1977. And the bonus features, you get 3 new bonus features here, it looks like. You get Mystery of the Car, an interview with producer-director Elliot Silverstein. The Navajo Connection, an interview with actress Geraldine Keens. And just like riding a bike, an interview with actress Melody Thomas Scott. Theatrical trailer, TV spots, radio spots, still galleries, etc. Now this movie here, if you don't recognize that guy, that is Thanos' daddy. That is Josh Brolin's daddy, James Brolin. You also know him, he was the main star of the Amityville Horror. This also stars Kathleen Lloyd, John Marley, R.G. Armstrong, John Rubenstein. I like digging down in the cast of these older movies to see if anybody I recognize. And nobody else that stands out. The first thing I see down in the trivia says the car in the movie cost $84,000 to build. Which, 1977, that's even now it's a lot of money, but 77, that was a lot of money. The make of the model of the car in the movie is a 1971 Lincoln Continental Mark III Black Coupe. According to a 1977 interview with James Brolin, the working title of the film was Wheels. Release date was Friday the 13th, May 1977. The premise was evidently inspired by Duel, 1971 movie, and if memory serves, Duel was Steven Spielberg, was the early Steven Spielberg movie. And yes, I am correct with that. Yeah, Duel was an early Steven Spielberg movie. So that's interesting. And actually, what's funny is when I first got this in, I was thinking that this was that first Steven Spielberg movie, or whatever. And just in my mind, that's what I was thinking of. So I can definitely see the reference there. And there's a lot of other stuff here, guys. Ronnie Cox is in this. You remember him from Deliverance, and he was the captain or whatever on Beverly Hills Cop. Slew of other stuff. I'm sure he was in bigger titles than those. That's just what pops in my head. So anyway, that's what we got for the car, guys. And I'm sure I missed a lot of interesting details on that, but that's what we got. The car. Moving on. All right, next up, guys, we have Nomads. Now, back in the video days, this is a movie that I remember seeing this title numerous times, and I don't know why I never checked it out. For one, it looks kind of cheesy. For two, I think being a kid, looking at this title, those kids up in the sky just looks creepy as hell to me, and maybe that just kind of warned me off from getting into this. I don't know why. But for whatever reason, I never rented this, but I bet you I picked this up and looked at it 1,000 times. So this is going to be a first-time watch for me. There's the back. And we're going to flip over to my other screen and go to Nomads. Still in stock. This one goes for a little more. It goes for $19.97. Original released on August 18th, again, 2015. And it has a 93-minute runtime, and the production date was 1985. And this movie stars James Bond himself, Pierce Brosnan, Leslie Ann Down, Adam Ant. Okay, the first thing in the trivia, it says Arnold Schwarzenegger stated in his memoir, Total Recall, that he was so impressed by the film's tense atmosphere made on a low budget that he convinced the producers to hire John McTiernan to direct Predator. Now, if that ain't worth the price of this video, I don't know what is. How interesting is that, guys? Pierce Brosnan's first leading role in a feature film. The voice of the professor from Boston over the phone is director John McTiernan. Pierce Brosnan worked again with John McTiernan on the Thomas Crown Affair. Oh, the film was included in the book Fangoria's 101 Best Horror Movies You've Never Seen. The heavy metal part of the film's highly atmospheric soundtrack was composed by famous rock musician Ted Nugent. See, guys, as clunky as this may be, me doing this, there's little tidbits like that makes it all well worth it, right? Maybe not. But anyway, Nomads. And that's probably going to be the shittiest review of Nomads you've ever seen. At least the one I have no other word but clunky. Just a clunky review. But anyway, as we go through this video, I'm thinking more and more that sharing the screen is just throwing me off. Maybe I need to take baby steps and do the screen sharing when I'm a little bit better at this. All right, anyway. Next up, guys, we have Nightmares. And another title that I think this is an anthology movie. Yeah, this is an anthology movie. You know why I know that? On the back it says an anthology of terror. It's kind of a giveaway. So, but yeah, I've heard this was actually pretty good. There's the artwork, and I think Johnny Walker was telling me about this the other day. I say the other day. It's been a while back. Me and him, I think, talked about this. There's the inside artwork. And I like me a good anthology movie. So this is one that I am definitely going to be checking out because I'm a big Creepshow fan. Anything anthology, Body Bags, John Carpenter flick. I mean, anything anthology I'm all about. So there's Nightmares. Let me see if I can do this a little better for you guys. All right, this movie here was originally released by Scream Factory December 22nd, 2015. Goes for $15.97. Is still in stock. And it has a 99-minute runtime, and the original production date was 1983. This was directed by Joseph Sargent, and Joseph Sargent is known for the classic Jaws: The Revenge. I'm not sharing my screen, am I?
That sucks, Beavis. You're a stupid dumbass.
How about this? We're going to share our screen. So, just to give you guys just a visual, we'll move on. There's Nightmare, still in stock, $15.97. And Joseph Sargent directed Jaws: The Revenge, Star Trek, the original. Was it the original? Yeah, Star Trek, the original series. I guess he did a couple episodes of that. So, I mean, kind of a weird titles to be known for. But anyway. So, for whatever reason, my sound decided to take a crap on me. So, I am doing a voiceover for a couple minutes until it comes back in. And this is basically what you're missing here. The only notable cast really is Emilio Estevez. And I'm going to give you a brief outline of the plot of the movie, of the anthology. A collection of short stories. In one, a woman who leaves her house late at night to drive to the store while a killer is loose encounters some problems. And the second, an arcade whiz kid's obsession with a game leads to deadly consequences. And the third, a small town priest loses his faith and decides to leave town, but in the desert is stalked by a mysterious black pickup truck. And the final story, a family's problems with a large rat is larger than they think. So that's the basic premise of the movie. We already discussed that it was directed by Joseph Sargent. It came out in 1983. And what you are fixing to witness here is live footage of someone who thinks they're actually doing something. But what they really have no idea is nobody can hear what they're saying. And yeah, I could probably cut some of this out, but let's just enjoy his dumbassery all at the same time. He actually thinks he's doing something right now. Nope, he's not. It's just static. Why StreamYard does this blows my mind. So I actually upgraded my StreamYard to basically film in 1080p. And not only is my mouth not moving exactly right with my lips or with my voice, but for some reason, right dead in the middle of it, it got real staticky. It only lasted for about 2 minutes. So we are fixing to resume your previously recorded video. So thank you guys for staying tuned, and that is Gun Woman. What a cool title, right? Don't know anything about this, but I know the title or the cover really intrigued me. And there's the reversible. I think this is the original artwork here. And I haven't heard much about this, but the little bit I have heard, it definitely has me interested. We'll go over here to Gun Woman real quick. And this 2015 again, released May 26, 2015 by Scream Factory. This one is still in stock. It goes for a little more, $19.97. And is this an IFC? No, I was thinking this is an IFC Midnight, but it's not. And matter of fact, guys, I like playing me a trailer, so I'm going to play the trailer on this one here. We're going to see what this is all about. Maybe it looks like a typical revenge story, so it looks like it might be pretty good. Yeah. Anybody knows anything about it, guys, let me know. I mean, it was on my list to get. It was pretty reasonably priced. I found this on eBay. I could have got it from the website there, but I found this on eBay for like $12. It was cheaper than Scream Factory, so I went ahead and grabbed it. Didn't come with a slip. Now, if I'd have got it from Scream Factory, the chances it come with a slip would have been 50-50 at best. But saved a few bucks, got it off eBay. That's what I know about Gun Woman, guys. All right, next up is one that I am a big fan of animal attack movies. Anything Jaws. I mean, The Revenant, anything where there's an animal attack or anything, nature attacks, whatever, I'm a big fan of. And this next one, I love the cover of this, and I'll show you the alternate cover, which actually I like the alternate cover more. But that is Stung. And this does come with a slipcover. This is an IFC Midnight. And look at that alternate artwork. That's just awesome to me. There's the back. So Stung is still in the stock. $15.99. Released November 3rd, 2015 by Scream Factory. And it has an 87 minute runtime. Production date was 2015. Audio commentary with the director, producer, and writer. The making of Stung. Production, blog videos, and theatrical trailer. It says, an agreeably cheesy, nature-gone mad movie that wins points for embracing a late 1980s vibe, said by Michael Gingold of Fangoria. A genuinely engaging and entertaining piece of cinema, says Scream Magazine. Solid, infectious creature fun, well made for the monster maniacs that deserve it. From Shock to You Drop. Pretty good endorsement there, guys. A fancy garden party goes terribly wrong after a local species of wasps mutate into giant predators. It's up to Paul and Julie, two catering staffers at the high society event, to stop the killer creatures. An effort that kickstarts a budding romance between the two. This buzzingly fun thriller also stars Lance Henriksen from Aliens, Pumpkinhead. I mean, come on, it's automatically better from that, guys. And Clifton Collins Jr. But Lance Henriksen, IFC Midnight, Nature Attacks movie. I mean, I'm watching this tonight. I'm going to put this over here. That's getting watched after this video. So anyway, share my screen on this next one, guys. We have Deep in the Darkness. This does come with a slip. And this one says, as seen on Chiller, which I think is a kind of like a Shudder type channel. But real fast, I'll show you the artwork before we go to the other screen. There's Deep in the Darkness. There's the back. You got the inside cover, and I think this one does have reversible artwork. There's the disc artwork. Nothing too fancy on that. And that is the reversible. I'm actually going to flip that over since I have a slip cover. Now this movie here is out of print. So I did get this one. This one didn't come from Hamilton Books. I got this from eBay. And this one was originally released April 21st, 2015. It went out of print on May 12th, 2020, so it's been out of print for a little over a year now. It had a runtime of 100 minutes, and the original production date was 2014. And this movie was directed by Colin Thaez. I'm not familiar with him. Let's just see if he's done anything that we may have heard of. And no, it looks like he has done some other weird horror type movies, and it looks like he maybe had done a Hallmark movie, which is crazy to me. All right. So, Dean Stockwell, you remember him from probably Quantum Leap. Sean Patrick Thomas. Now, Sean Patrick Thomas, is that the... What did he play in that I remember him from? Okay, Cruel Intentions and Halloween. And Barbershop. Okay, so he's good. I've seen him on some other stuff. Look through the cast, guys. I don't see anybody else other than Lance Henriksen that really kind of stands out on this one here. Dr. Michael Caine thought leaving the chaotic lifestyle of New York City behind for a quiet small town of Ashboro would bring his family closer together. Soon after arriving, however, he discovers the town's deepest secret, a terrifying and controlling race of creatures that live amongst the darkness in the forest behind his home. Sounds interesting enough to me, guys. I'm in. So maybe I can show you guys a couple pictures from the movie here to give you all an idea of what you're in for. That is Deep in the Darkness. So the last thing here is the one I'm the most excited about. And this one here is one that has been out of print with Scream Factory for a couple years now. But when this thing went out of print, this thing went crazy expensive. And I got this one here for an absolute steal. And I told you guys that I got these last few titles off of eBay. I actually got this one on Facebook Marketplace. And it was a local seller here in my town, whatever, that was selling this. And I'm just going to give you guys an idea. I'm going to bring up another screen here real fast to give you guys an idea of what kind of deal I got on this. because these deals don't happen very often, but when they do, it makes it all worthwhile. I'm gonna make this full screen so you guys. Well, it's about the same size, I guess. All right, now look at this, guys. Invaders from Mars. Let me go back over to my full screen real quick. That's what I got there. Invaders from Mars. I remember this movie. It's a good time, but this just gives you an idea about these Screen Factory releases once they go out of print. How some of them just go ridiculous. Look at this: $149.99, $219.95, $200. I mean, absolutely ridiculous how much some people pay for some of these things when they go out of print. And the crazy thing is, if you go through some of these websites, people buy them for this price. That's the crazy part. Well, I'm gonna let you know right now how much I bought for this. How much I bought this for? I got this movie $30. I got it for $30. I paid $3.99 for shipping, and I mean, if that's definitely the deal of this haul. So this is a movie that I kind of like put to the side, thinking, okay, I may never own this because being out of print costs so much. But you got to just look around, guys. You got to look around at your local Facebooks. You got to check your local thrift shops. Some people just don't know. I mean, they have this mixed in with all their other titles, and they don't know that something's out of print and worth a lot of money. And they just don't know. I mean, it's understandable, And this person just had no idea. I almost feel bad for not saying anything. So anyway, guys, don't pay eBay prices for some of these titles. Just be patient. This is one that I've been trying to get now for over 6 months. Yeah. Invaders from Mars, guys. There's a short list of Scream Factory movies that I still have to get. And the last video was Blackula and Blackula Scream, the double feature. And this haul, it was Invaders from Mars. So I'm going to keep looking, guys. And I'm going to try. Eventually, I'm going to make a video of the hardest to find and most expensive out-of-print Scream Factory titles for the collector's editions and for the standalones. That list is growing more and more and more. As these titles go out of print with Scream Factory, I mean, these things here, I mean, if I was the kind of person that wanted to try to sell these for crazy prices, I'd go out and buy 2 or 3 copies when something releases and put them to the side just for that reason. But, I'm not all about that, guys. I just like collecting these movies because I love them and I just enjoy having them in my collection. But that's what I got, guys, for this video. That's it. That's the end of this update. Now, I do have some other movies that are non-Scream Factory related, if you can believe that. And I got some other, titles from some other various boutique labels that I'm going to just do one big video on, and to get all that out of the way, and so you guys can see what else I've picked up. But again, I had enough Scream Factory titles to make a standalone video just of those. But I appreciate you guys checking this out, and sorry for all the fumbling around with my other screen. And if you guys have any opinions on that, or maybe a better procedure to do that, you more professional YouTubers, how you guys do it, maybe. I'm playing around with it, and I'm probably going to mess around with it some of my own, so the next video you guys ain't got to be put through all that aggravation. If it is aggravating. I mean, I don't know, guys. I would think that if I watched somebody else doing a video, bouncing around screens and fumbling around, that after a while it would get old. And it probably does. So I'm going to try to edit this down the best I can. so maybe a lot of the stuff that I just got through seeing, you guys ain't going to have to see. So maybe it'll be a little better. But anytime you guys have any insight whatsoever of how I can improve these videos, if you guys want to know more information about these titles that I'm not given, maybe some more behind the scenes, some more about the special features, more about the cast, anything. Like I'm willing and able to try to do whatever you guys would like. But leave me comments down below. If this is your first time here, like I said, guys, please like and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. I got a couple more that I'm going to be working on here soon. So just in case you guys see the same shirt, I'm going to be filming 2 or 3 videos back to back tonight. And hopefully have these up, in the next few days. But again, guys, thank you for checking things out. I appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting the channel. And I will see you guys very soon. Thank you.